Good morning, and thank you for joining me for Cleveland Connection. Joining me this morning is
Angie Spitalieri, the Executive Director for the Northern Ohio Italian American Foundation.
Northern Ohio Italian American Foundation. So tell us, you are the Executive Director. Let's go back. Tell me about how this began and how long you've been working with the organization.
So the organization, my boss probably would say a couple of different things, but the organization officially started in 1995. And it started with the Most Reverend Bishop Anthony Pilla had come to a few of the gentlemen in the organization to have them raise some money and to redo the sacristy at St. John's Cathedral downtown. And so they got together, some like-minded people, about 20 of them, and raised the money and actually raised more money than they needed to redo the sacristy. And so that's how the organization actually officially started.
So what's the day-to-day like? I know you want to always recruit new members.
Yes.
What is the criteria? Do you have to be a certain amount of Italian American, or what do you go by?
Well, so as everybody knows, the longer you kind of go down the line, the less and less people are likely to become 100% Italian. So, of course, that would be our ultimate goal, but we take anybody that has any Italian blood in them.
Even just a little bit.
Even just a little bit.
So what's the goal? What are you trying to do with the organization then?
So the organization has a couple different pillars. So definitely the first pillar is the philanthropic side. We want to be able to give money back to the community in the Italian community, whether that's through the opera, whether that's through the Cleveland Museum of Art, the 4 Italian parishes, the schools that teach Italian, or just the beauty of being Italian. So that's our first goal, is to be a philanthropic organization. Other pillars are preserving the heritage, teaching the language, camaraderie, and also to just building relationships. So there's different things that we like to do. But
it sounds just like, especially if you're new to the area, I would imagine you would love to have some Italian Americans coming and showing what they know.
Absolutely. We're always looking for different kinds of events that promote the culture, whether it's a cooking class with Carl Quagliata from Giovanni's, or teaching the language to our children and to our members, to having speakers come in. We're always looking to do other things that kind of promote the heritage.
How many members do you have at this point?
Today we have 265 members, and they range from 21 years old to about 90.
What's the youngest you can be?
21.
Okay, so you do want 21 and older.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just feel that you want to be able to get started after you graduate college or you're just starting your career and stuff. So we say 21.
Okay, so how long have you been with the organization?
So I've been with the organization for about 13 years. I started at John Carroll University in the Alumni and Development Office, and I was working there for 5 years and was looking for something different to do. The organization was started by a good friend of our family's, and my dad was one of the founding members, so they knew I was looking and kind of approached me. My best friend was the executive director before me, and she was looking to move on, and so kind of just worked out.
And she was able to train you and get you right up to snuff. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Let's say someone just moved to town and they're listening to this interview. Do we have a website and a phone number we can give right now just to sort of let everybody know?
So our website is www.NOIAfoundation.com, and then the phone number is 216-229-1346, and our offices are in Little Italy in the schoolhouse.
So let's say someone calls and they want to become a member, and what do they go through?
So we have a couple processes. We have a membership committee that actually does some interviews, and it's not anything like we need a sample of blood or anything. It's just to get to make sure that they're the right fit for the organization and we're the right fit for them. So one of our membership committee members will just do a quick interview, kind of ask you your hobbies, kind of ask where your thoughts are, if you know about the organization. It's just a quick interview. It's very casual, and just to see if you're a right fit for the organization. After that process, the membership committee members will make a suggestion to our executive committee, and they will look it over and approve or disapprove.
How many times do you not let someone in the organization?
A couple times, but that's just because they're looking for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
Of course, it is a membership-based organization, and, today most activities happen by people but we also want to make sure that you're in it for the right reasons and not just to get business.
Not just to network with your
Correct.
business cards and try to get new
Correct.
clients. You want people to really, you want a group of people that are really going to continue the heritage and
embrace.
And embrace it.
Yes.
And yes, if you want to make some good connections, you might even meet. I'm sure there's been some nice love connections.
There sure has. There sure has. And that's how some people get their accountants or their attorneys or their investment bankers. But that we don't want that to be the focus. The focus is to embrace the culture and to understand that it is a philanthropic organization and we give back to the community.
So you do raise money for what types of organizations, or all sorts, or does it change yearly?
So we want to be able to support the Italian culture and the Italian mission. So we strictly try to stay with the Italian ways, whether it is, like I said, the art museum, when they bring in different architecture or different art from the museums. We support the Cleveland Opera Theater. We support the 4 Italian parishes. We support Benedictine High School's Italian program. Anything to do with the Italian culture.
Okay. Now, this is beautiful. It looks like a little menu, and it's called the NOIA Foundation New Members Menu. Can you talk a little bit, tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So the organization's been around for a long time, and when the organization first started, the men in the organization thought they don't need anything, they don't want any paperwork, they don't want any marketing tools, they just want to do their thing. And so as that has evolved, that has changed. And so people like to have something in their hands. They like to be able to know what they're signing up for. They like to know the benefits, the value. And so what we did is a couple years ago, we decided to host these new member receptions. And so every 6 months, we invite our new members from the last 6 months to a little reception just to get to know each other, to get to know the other members that have joined, and to give them a little flavor of what the organization is all about. So our antipasti is kind of our committee members and who's in charge and what they do. And then our primi is the first course of a menu. And so that's kind of our mission and our vision. The secondo is the second course, which is kind of the benefits and the value for the organization. And then the dolce, which is everybody's favorite, is the desserts, and that's kind of the events that you can attend. So we have several events ranging from conversation of Italians to cooking classes to our Christmas party to, different hands-on activities. So we try to list those too. And then, of course, we also make sure to have a lot of photos of our events with our members and the different kinds of events that we have.
So give the website again and tell us what you will see when you go to that website.
So we have our website. It's at www.noiafoundation.com. And on our website, we have about us, how we kind of got started, some of our values, these pillars that I talk about. We also list all of our events. We list our board of trustees. And we also have our Facebook and our Instagram information and the grants that we've supported over the years.
Okay, so if you do want to know who you're giving money to, I mean, you said the churches and those organizations, but, if you want more details about that. So let's say you call, you go through the process of being interviewed. What happens next?
So then we always invite you to an event. We call them a prospect event. So we ask, we kind of hold these quarterly. They're probably always in Little Italy just because that's where our offices is, and that's kind of where the flavor of the foundation is.
It's so cute, too. It's so adorable.
It's a little cocktail reception. We usually hold them at Maxie's in Little Italy. They're friends of ours. And so we just have a very intimate cocktail reception where a few of the members speak about their NOIA experience. We try to keep it between 20 and 25 prospects just so it's small enough that people can talk and kind of hear other people talk. We invite a few members just to kind of keep it casual, but it's just a very casual kind of experience. They can hear about NOIA. We have all different ages come just so that if you're a 21-year-old, you are talking to another 21-year-old. So we try to keep it very light. It's important to be a part of something that you can give back to, and whether you support, language, if you support the arts, if you support culture, there's plenty of opportunities for you to get involved. There's plenty of opportunities for you to have a say in what we do. And I just think it's a great opportunity to kind of be around like-minded people.
You're doing this interview with me. How else do you try to get the word out about the organization?
So recently we've kind of signed a contract with AdCom. They're a local advertising company downtown. And so they've helped us really kind of get our word out there. So we kind of do things with our Facebook page, our Instagram pages. We'll kind of hopefully work with Western Reserve Historical Society to kind of partner with them to do things with the city of Cleveland when they have the Italian Cultural Year kind of kickoff in October. We work with Frank Jackson's team to help kick off that. We support the Columbus Day Parade. So anything that we can do to get our name out there that supports it, not just with dollars, but with volunteers, or whether it is just being a speaking engagement. So we try to do that as well.
Are there any events where everybody's there, all 265, or does it really kind of just break up throughout the year?
That's the nice part about the organization, is that you kind of do what you do. If you just want to come to the Christmas party, which is our biggest event that we do a year, that's at John Quagliata's place at Pier W. That's your choice. But we have a lot of people that like the networking opportunities, the bocce nights, the golf, the pizza making contests, and we have people that just want to come once a year. So it's totally your preference, and that's the nice part, is that we don't tell you what you have to do. We give you a lot of opportunities, and so we hope that you would take advantage of those.
So if you want more information about the Northern Ohio Italian American Foundation, or NOIA Foundation, give the website and phone number again.
It's NOIAfoundation.com, and the phone number is 216-229-1346.
And the website, you said, has everything you need to know if you have some more questions. What else? Anything else we want to?
No, just if you're interested, I would highly recommend you either come to an event or contact us. There's plenty of opportunities for you to get engaged and become embrace the Italian culture.
So you can come to an event even before the interview process and that type of thing, just so you can get a flavor?
Sure, just so you can check it out.
Okay.
It's a good opportunity to see how we function and to see, I'm sure you would know somebody that attends, and it's just a fun evening.
Website, phone number one more time.
www.noiafoundation.com, 216-229-1346.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll talk again, I hope.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.